Do you remember Mary Barbour? She was a Glasgow housewife who, in the middle of the First World War, led the rent strikes that finally forced the government to stop private landlords hiking the rents. At that time, there was little or no public sector housing, just blackened tenements rack rented for private profit. After the war, the government was forced to give money to councils to build tens of thousands of houses at affordable rents, and Mary Barbour went on, as a Glasgow councillor, to lead the fight for council baths and wash houses, and for health services for women and children. Today this would be called community wealth building, providing services and amenities under the democratic control of people who actually create the wealth. Some councils in Scotland, such as the North Ayrshire Council, are attempting to do this once again. They've been bringing services previously contracted out to big private companies back under council control, so that jobs are provided for local people and supplies sourced locally, from school meals to care for older citizens to electric power to heat housing and hospitals. By taking services out of the hands of the big multinational contractors, we can create good, secure, unionized jobs. It puts money back into the community. It saves the environment. Less transport, less fuel, more use of local resources. And wealth is actually being created within these communities, helping protect councils and communities against centrally imposed funding cuts. Let's get back to Mary Barbour. We will need her legacy moving on, because the Johnson government is moving to halt such public sector development. Margaret Thatcher and her successors have already left councils with little enough finance and harshly limited powers. And now Johnson is taking it a step further. He is centralizing the regulation of public procurement, so that new, compulsory competitive tendering rules will place these contracts back in the hands of the likes of Serco and G4S. They are the same rules that were previously enforced by the EU. A green paper with new draft guidelines was issued in March 2021. The resulting regulations are now being put in place. At the same time, and not by coincidence, while funding for local governments is being harshly cut, both directly and by the jump in inflation, Johnson's Westminster government is offering credit, on his terms. His new infrastructure bank will make funding available provided it is matched and in partnership with business. Big business. Infrastructure covers all the things that might have contributed to public sector community wealth building: the conversion of power supplies, heating and electricity, communication, the Internet of Things, insulation, roads, transport systems, new housing schemes. Big money for big business, leaving communities still more dependent and impoverished. Local trade union councils and communities need to be speaking out now, as should their elected representatives. Johnson's Westminster government is enforcing the new rules across the Scottish, Welsh, and the English regions. What we need is local democracy that can provide services for the people, not profit for speculators. And we need an entire generation of Mary Barbours to rise up and fight for it.